Russia out with an abrupt statement. It moves ruble with dollar ruble, ruble stronger. Marvin, I don't know if you've seen it, but Russia plans to cut dollar holdings in wealth fund to zero. What is the symbolism of Russia says we don't want dollars?
So, Tom, you've always had a wonderful historical perspective. How many times over the last 20 years have you heard that exact same story?
Yes, I agree.
Whether it's the reserves or otherwise, I see these as a lot of geopolitical statements that are meant to have an effect. I don't see them as having any real effect.
So let's talk about what might have an effect on the dollar, and that is what it could potentially weaken against. A lot of people still calling for a weaker dollar, and yet are we seeing the strength in the euro regions, in the emerging markets regions that would justify that?
No, in fact, that's why I think, we've been out of consensus all year in saying that this idea of a dollar downtrend is not likely to happen this year. When you think about it, we are still in a tremendously uncertain world, but one in which everyone is convinced that we're seeing a concerted global rebound. It's very clear that we are. And so people want to have a barbell approach to their asset allocation. They want to own safe assets because the world is still a very scary, uncertain place. But they also want call options on that growth. Well, where better to get that than out of the U.S., where you have upside to technology, upside to growth, the rebound looks incredibly strong, but you also have the world's clear safe haven. And in that environment, it's really hard for us to see the dollar depreciate.